All right, on our way to Florida, what are we going to do?
We are going to do a site survey at Sam Houston Jones State Park in Louisiana.
So we just got here. It's only about 6 miles off the freeway, so we coordinated with the park. The park is actually closed, but we're going to park here tonight, and let's take a look around and see what work they need done. We were just talking, and this is very reminiscent of Florida Caverns because they got hit by a hurricane, and you can see a lot of trees are down.
A lot of trees are bare.
Yep. All right, we just met the park staff. We met Tracy, who's the park manager. This was like a category 3, but it was just on its way down to a category 2 when it when it hit.
Yeah, it looks like they got hurt bad.
We hate seeing this too because state parks are they're treasures, national treasures. They're treasures for the state, and then for us to see this stuff, it's just heartbreaking because. You know, the parks already have it tough as it is, so.
Timber.
Okay.
Columns all the way around. We'll do a metal roof, you know, and just heavy timber exposed beam underneath.
Okay.
No way,
So,
man, you're good.
Not a big deal.
So this is, yeah, this is the site of a pavilion that they want to build on this huge slab. It used to be a bathroom, and it's like deep. Yeah.
Fishing, but there's no real good place to fish. You know, it's just standing on the bank along the edge kind of thing. So basically I'm thinking a 12-foot wide walkway, kind of a, you want to call it a promenade along the water. We push down the pilings back on land, cantilever them out 2 feet past the outside post, and that way it looks like it's out over the water, but it's really not.
Gotcha.
And people can use it to dock their boats, be able to fish, and just be able to enjoy themselves, you know. And then I just got to figure out the length. Pushing the piles down is not a big deal because I can just bring the excavator over here and just start shoving piles. You know, just be putting up the beams and the stringers and decking it out. Probably won't put any handrails on it. We'll probably just do a tow rail. Right. There's a little small tow. We do a new tow rail detail with a, we use 4x6s.
Yeah.
And we drill 2-inch holes in them every 4 feet. And that becomes rod holders for people's fishing rods.
Oh, there you go.
So they can sit out here and fish.
This is like brochureable right here.
Oh yeah, one thing we'd probably have y'all do is we'll take the trash trees out, and we'll probably we'll limb everything up.
Okay.
And then, you know, once you get that in here, I mean, it's gonna be beautiful once this is done, and this is all back to being manicured grass again, and everything greens up in the spring. You know, I mean, it's gonna be like a whole new park. So we don't really have a date to open. We're just saying spring. The biggest problem right now is we got to have it safe. We got to have it cleaned up, and the last thing we're really having issues with is sewer and water. Yeah. Because when all these trees came uprooted, they pulled all the sewer and water lines out of the ground.
Yep.
So there's an old trail that goes along the river, but there's a little gully in there. So what we may look at doing is bringing our forestry guys back over here, and we'll clear a path through there. Yeah. And we may need to build some footbridges and that kind of thing back through there, and then probably put limestone. You know, we'll order a couple 18-wheelers of limestone.
And just spread it out there and
just have it spread out there.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
What's the distance?
That's doable.
Get some notes. Yep.
Yeah, it's probably that far.
1,000-foot trail from these cabins to some other cabins, maybe with some footbridges. 10 more rigs.
So these are getting close.
So we got the projects.
Yes,
I'm
you
trying to
do.
convince Shar to increase the size of our group because they got so much work here to do. And this is where we have to go back into our camper and we have to do battle.
We would have been running from east to west to east, however you're looking at it. This is the main road going towards Texas.
Gotcha.
So when you have cattle drives coming in through Louisiana, going to New Orleans and whatnot, or soldiers going into Texas, this is pretty much the route they're going.
That's amazing.
So at the river here, at the tree line over there, is where you had a ferry crossing, you had a boarding house, and you had some other outbuildings. So this is kind of like the historic zone of the park, and we had trail systems and signage and archaeological sites are in this area.
It's a little blocked.
It's a little blocked. Exactly. So anyway, we would like to, at some point, of course this isn't a priority, but at some point, if we have that extra personnel, if we have them extra chainsaws, there's more to be done.
Okay. All right, we like it.
Did someone say trails?
Chainsaw.
Yeah, bring your saws. Because I know that there are some people who like trails more than they like carpentry and framing.
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
Me included.
Absolutely.
All right, so Ray Berthelot, who is the Chief of Interpretive Services for the Louisiana State Parks, but he's also basically dual-hatted as the volunteer coordinator.
That's correct.
And so he came down from Baton Rouge to kind of show us what's happening. So thanks a lot for taking us around. So if you could snapshot what the work is that we're going to have to do.
Thank you guys so much for coming. We are very appreciative of Y2V for scheduling time to be here and volunteering at the park. We have some certainly some work opportunities for volunteers, as this park was heavily impacted by Hurricane Laura in 2020. So we are going to be working on building some new day use area pavilions, some walkways along the waterway to allow for fishing opportunities and hiking opportunities, as well as some connecting boardwalk trails connecting various areas of the park, such as our new cabins that we're currently building, some trail clearing, and just a ton of even small scale opportunities, such as doing some painting projects, picnic tables, renovating picnic tables, and any number of things that it's going to take to get this park back established and back online for the public that so much deserve this beautiful park. So thank you guys so much.
Yeah, think we're up for the challenge?
I think we are. Got a lot to do, but YTV comes through.
Ain't nothing but a thing. We'll get this done. We will. Thanks a lot for showing us around. Really appreciate it. And we're pretty excited, and we're going to hang out here tonight and try to figure out, because we have some deciding to do, whether we want to expand the scope of the project to bring in some more volunteers, because they could certainly use it. So that's what we're going to have to do, right, baby?
Yep.
All right. Site survey number 2. We are here in Vancleave, Mississippi.
Yep, this is the home of the Jackson County RV Park, where we're going to be coming in February. We start on Valentine's Day, and yeah, they got a great place here, so we're really excited to see the work.
So we're going to follow Larry and Darcy, who are going to take us over to their campground. Their campground's actually empty. This place doesn't get a lot of traffic. It's starting to get noticed, but they don't advertise.
Yeah, it's 46 sites, and I think they're full hookups. So yeah, we've this is a great place to stay if you're passing through town or somewhere nearby.
We're on Ballpark Road. I'm not sure if you can tell.
Lots of ballparks.
Look at this place. All right, take a look at our parking. We did this with Darcy and Larry looking. I'm glad I didn't screw that up while you guys were watching. All right, that's gonna work. All right, so we're gonna park and then we're gonna go take a look at the facilities with them. Darcy and Larry. and they're with Jackson County. And where we're going to be staying at Jackson County RV Park is not where we're going to be working, although maybe they've got something that they need done over there. We are here at Daisy Vestry Park, and it's about 20 minutes away. This is where we're going to be working. Pavilion, perfect, don't change a thing. Looks beautifully painted. Tennis court, playground, road. This place needs some love, so let's go walk around and see what's all going on.
Yep, areas, and so the tract of land, we lease just the area right here where the park is and where the community center is, but there's more land here that the Daisy Vestry Community League owns.
Okay.
And so I would be very open to talking to them about possibly building some trails
Yeah,
through here
absolutely.
or something like that.
Trails
so
are fantastic.
there's a lot more land here than
Okay.
what you see is cleared and being currently used for recreation.
We work with
So-
them and they give us permission to do it. We'll absolutely start, cutting some trails.
All right, so we just talked to Darcy and Larry. They're going to pull this up actually because it's slopey, it's in bad shape. So the goal is to pull this up before we get here and then repurpose this whole area, reinstall a basketball court somewhere, and then also add some benches and possibly some picnic tables with cabanas, like little structures over, so for shade, because it's pretty hot in the sun. And then come over here, there's some picnic tables down there, maybe add some more down there. Here, add a railing with some chairs, because it's kind of like a nice little overlook right here.
Chairs and tables and
I honestly don't know what they do up here.
I think we have a plan.
I think so. It's all coming together now that we put eyes on sights.
So that's got to go. I already mentioned that. And then keep a basketball court or something. Here's the pavilion. Where are the barbecue grills? Where are the picnic tables?
They'll
So
be there by
we
the
may
time we
be
leave.
installing some picnic tables in here as well as a couple of barbecue grills. There are some wonderful areas down there for maybe some picnic opportunity. There's a trail that we could cut through these woods because it's about 75 acres and it would make a nice meandering trail in a loop for people if we have the possibility and we figure out how to do that. Cut a trail, because you know me, I love doing trails. This parking lot is in rough shape. It needs to be probably scraped, some re-graveled, maybe some concrete little parking berms, little bumpers that can go here, and then they have porta potties that they'll put here. But we're going to build like a shed around, a three-sided shed around a couple of portalets, so we'll possibly put that up there on the hill.
So for all of our trash picking up videos, what do we always find? Skivvies!
Yeah, but this park is special because
We have two pair.
we got two pair of skivvies. Those are guy skivvies. Those are girls skivvies. There's one can of beer and some gloves.
Gosh, and they probably
We
all
do
went
not want to
together.
know. So take a look. Base, home plate, this whole thing. We need to spruce this ball field up a little. Imagine kickball, softball, baseball, home runs. You'll never ever get your ball back, but we can cut away all that stuff away from the fence. We can
Oh, yes it is.
we can definitely clear all that brush away from the fence.
Okay.
Just open that completely up, get rid of all this stuff.
Make it all nice and
Yep.
clear. Yeah.
Yep.
So for all you folks who are coming here to Mississippi, this is where you're gonna live for 2 weeks.
This place is absolutely beautiful. It's wide open, it's spacious. We've got trees all around us. It's like you're in the middle of a forest or something. We've got a free laundry facility right here. We've got
Not three, free.
We've got single stall bathrooms on one side, showers on the other side. We've got a full dump station down there. We are gonna be in camper heaven.
That pavilion, that's where we'll do our potlucks. And check this out. A nice open area for where we have cocktails, because the glue that holds all of our projects together
our campfire circle.
Is the social circle,
Yeah.
right? Because we all sit around and we're outside. Life doesn't suck. We're going to be in southern Mississippi in February. It may get chilly off and on, but otherwise it's going to be great. Today it's like 75, 80 degrees.
And for all of you with dogs, there's a great dog park with ramps and toys and games and little charts or courses they can run. So it's going to be really awesome for
Did you ever
dogs.
go by the police department and they've got a dog training area? That's what it looks like. It's got ramps and hoops and everything.
Yeah, it's really awesome.
Great place to have your dogs. So that's it for this video where we gave you a little snapshot of our project in Louisiana at Sam Houston Jones State Park. That place is going to need a lot of work, and when we got there we opened it up to 25. We basically cleared our wait list to increase the size because they just have so much work, so we're gonna have 25 rigs there. First time we've ever done that. That's not optimal for us because sometimes that becomes, you know, a
People management.
It's a management heavy thing. It's great and we're up for the task, but we also want to make sure that everyone's got plenty of work to do. We got there and realized there's so much work to do.
Yeah, we're going to have 5-6 things going on every day.
And it's all big. We're never going to run out. So we needed to fill that backup list.
We have a lot of work to do there.
So we cleared that backup list. If you are interested in Sam Houston Jones State Park and you haven't signed up to our backup list, please do, because we usually always tap into it. Between now and March, we're probably going to have some cancellations.
Somebody always has to cancel. Something happened on the rig or family issues or health things. So if you're on the list and have to cancel, don't feel bad. We understand. And that's what our backup list is for. So if you want on that, definitely sign up.
We're talking woodworking skills, framing, building decks, building walkways, clearing trails, building a pavilion, not unlike that one, with 6x6 post-construction right off of a flat slab of concrete. So we're going to be doing that. We've got a ton of work. Bring your chainsaws too, because I did clarify with them that if you bring your own chainsaws, you can use them, and provided that you bring the proper PPE or personal protective equipment. But sign up on the backup list, a year to volunteer at gmail.com for Sam Houston Jones State Park, just north of Lake Charles, Louisiana. And then for here, we have a massive backup list already. So you can sign up on that backup list, but I think we've got 15 rigs coming and 19 on the backup list. So if you haven't signed up yet, your chances of coming in may be rather low for this one, but if you never know. You never know, so go ahead and sign up on that backup list too at a year to volunteer at gmail.com. But one last look at this beautiful park, and thanks so much for following us, for your interest in volunteering, for your curiosity in what we're all about.
Yep, as always, if you like this video, give us the thumbs up, like, and subscribe, and share it with your family and friends.
And remember, don't just RV.
Our volunteer!
See you later.